Dobar dan svima.
Dobar dan,
Ovdje je Ivana i
ovdje je MAKI. Dobrodošli.
bolje vas našli. Yay.
Bolje
So,
nas našli.
yeah, this is a
So,
difficult one.
yeah, bolje nas našli. You are even much better. Like,
So
okay?
it will be if I tell you dobrodošli, and you say it's good to find you.
It's
Like
even
bolje.
better,
It's
bolje.
even better.
You
That's good.
see,
It's
you
even better.
can't,
Like
you can't say
I've
wrong
even
things to me.
damn now you're gonna know Serbian, and now I'm like, ah, I can gossip
Yeah,
and just
no more lies.
no. Exactly. So it's daytime. Actually, it's the afternoon, quite late. So we're not drinking. I'm not at least drinking coffee. I'm drinking some tea. But water here, and it's still you're still gonna have a good time with us, and I hope you made coffee for yourself.
We are taking you to Serbian celebrities or Serbian language platforms or language people on YouTube.
I think this is the number one message question that I get. Where can which Serbian resources, please? And I'm just like, well, this is why I'm on YouTube and on my podcast, because I don't know that I know some of them. But the thing is that I'm not saying that they're not good. You just have to find things that suit you. And sometimes you need several sources. So, I mean, not sometimes, if you're learning a language, you probably need several ones. And so you get different things from different resources. So I think it's good to mention some of them.
It was the first thing that I did as well. I mean, first find some people on YouTube to listen to get the basics, and then find some ebooks, and then find some online courses, like language exchange friends. So these were the steps. The first one was YouTube. So we know so many followers already follow people on YouTube, but maybe they are in need of new ones, or they haven't heard of the Serbian ones. So let's talk about them.
So I really want to start with the people who are working with the Serbian language. And because this is where we actually have a really big issue, where we don't have a lot of offers on YouTube. I'm not talking about different other sources. I'm talking about YouTube. So you don't really have a lot of teachers of Serbian that are native Serbian speakers, and they are very consistent with their work, and their work is very engaging. So do you know some of them that you follow, or maybe you know about them that maybe have good content, or content that others would like?
Yeah, actually, the first one that you wrote is also one of the first people I found, Serbonica.
Serbonica, yeah.
Serbonica. And I am also in her emailing list, so I get regular emails, like
cool.
Half in English, half in Serbian.
Oh,
so
what does she send?
On the same page. So she sends some like promotional things for her classes, or like she invites to follow some, and sometimes she just shares an idea or story. So it's useful. Actually, one of the interesting news that I recently got was she organized a tour for adults, international people who want to learn Serbian. She's calling them for a summer camp.
I saw that. I wanted to say that. And she's living in, I think, Sremski Karlovci, or is that? I'm not. And I'm like, wow, this is really nice.
I even thought about it, but 2 weeks were too long for me. But I guess she's getting some people, so she's gonna make it. So that's one thing that people can do to get, Serbian emails translated into English. So to pick up new words and phrases, that's a good tool, I guess, or resource.
Exactly. So she's on YouTube. She's not as active. She used to be, I think, a bit more, but I really like her videos. She's not like the best editor ever, but I really feel like she has that really good way of teaching people. She has experience. She really has a nice pronunciation. She really knows how she has to render that information and what is useful. And I just like it. And if I was a learner, I would follow her. And she has her own classes So has her own website and everything. So she does several things, also like some sort of like boot camps and so on.
Also interviews with her like long-term students who can have a full conversation in Serbian, and they're putting some English subtitles and Serbian ones. So I remember watching one German guy and I was like, wow, he speaks quite like, I had zero Serbian that time and I was like inspired by that video.
So she's like the OG of Serbian, like Serbian teaching. Then I found actually quite recently, like some months ago, but you probably knew her even before, Relaxing Serbian. Do you know about it?
When you say the name, I don't, but I think I know.
Relaxing, I didn't really again, it's a she as far as I remember, because I checked this 1 or 2 months ago, I think. So now I'm trying to remember, but it's also like a really nice way of teaching. It has this sort of like relaxing note in a way. And if I was learning Serbian, I would definitely check her out as well. And you can get the both of Serbonica and Relaxing Serbian and see, sometimes follow one, sometimes the other, or both, or then choose for one, whichever style you like the most. But yeah, the two of them are on YouTube.
Yeah, good. I think I have watched only one video from that one. No, actually I watched 4. YouTube is showing me now. Like
there you go.
Probably a long time ago.
Yeah.
Very important grammar points in a very nice way, nice presentation.
Yeah. There's also people like there's also really good, nicely put videos for pupils, for Serbian pupils, like in school. But I feel like it might be too much because there's no subtitles, and there's also very technical
fast.
Very technical terms and so on. But I really, whenever I am trying to think of a topic, I always go to those videos because I love the way how they explain it, and it's so clear, and you don't have to go a lot of detail and make it very complex because you're teaching it to pupils. So these kind of things, I feel like if you're at that level, you can also follow like school videos, kind of.
Online lessons for Serbians.
Yeah, exactly. And also there's like as far as I know, do you know anyone else? I know some other people that teach Serbian, but they're not native speakers of Serbian on
Actually,
YouTube.
there are also some people who are from either Bosnia or Croatia, and they have videos on like comparing Bosnian, Serbian, and Croatian. And they're also giving some nice, but the ones that I found are old videos and they're not making new videos anymore. But those videos that they have put are very useful.
Yeah, so I try not to go into like Croatian and Bosnian because when it comes to that differentiation is fine, but I try not to do that, not because I don't think it's relevant. I actually do think it's relevant, but because I don't want to claim that my language is the Croatian language as well, because this is already like very, they're going to say, well, this is not Serbian, this is not standard Serbian or whatever, this is like Croatian, this is a different language. And that's why I don't like to go into these kind of things and suggest like Bosnian or Croatian teachers.
I just found it. I have this Serbian learning folder on YouTube.
Cool.
So I found one guy. He's not saying things differently, but he's giving, not to upset anyone, the name of the channel is Croatian, Serbian, Bosnian, Montenegrin Lessons. So he's talking about the same thing. He's not going into detail in the differences. He's just saying the Serbian one, I guess. So, the common ones at least.
You always have people that don't really care, and then you have people that really care about like being very meticulous with what you say. So you're always going to have these people. But I feel if you're learning any form of like, is it Croatian, is it Bosnian, is it Montenegrin, is it Serbian, at a certain point they were considered to be one language. And I think it will be very beneficial for you to know, because in different areas people use like different wordings. So maybe in my area we use less similar wordings with I don't know, let's say Bosnia, but towards the south or west they use a bit more. So a lot of my Serbian friends know Bosnian words that we don't necessarily use in Serbia that much. I mean, I don't want to say Bosnian words because it's like a very thin line, right? But I just want to say that you're going to hear a lot of synonyms. You're going to hear a lot of different way how to express something. And just by learning these other neighboring varieties, it's just enriching your knowledge of Serbian. So I would say go for it, go for like learning that as well as an extra.
And as you wrote the native ones, I also wanted to mention the ones who are like me, who are trying to learn, or who are much better than me, who have already learned.
Can I just mention something before you say that? We of course will have different other like lessons and teachers and YouTubers and so on. Actually, they're not YouTubers because they're on other platforms. You have on Udemy. Let me just see. You have a Serbian language podcast. They are also on YouTube, but they have a website. You have Go Speak Serbian. They're on Udemy. They have 2 courses as far as I know.
They're on Instagram as well.
Yeah. There's Belgrade Language School as well. So like you don't have to restrict yourself to YouTube to try to learn Serbian from. So yeah. What about foreigners learning Serbian?
I mean, foreigners who end up here in Serbia, I guess. All 3 that I wrote, they live here. People probably are already following them, but maybe Serbians do not know about them. So. So there's Tiago, Eloy, and Liz.
Yeah. So I think this is really crucial because you guys bring a very different perspective, and we see Serbia and the Serbian language and the Serbian culture from your lens. And this is why I think this podcast is so important, because you bring in certain points of view that I don't really think about, or because now I'm not in Serbia, I am detached and you are actually there. So I think this is really cool. I love Liz. She's she's funny. She's a good editor. Tiago, I'm impressed with his accent. I mean, oh my God. Elwa is the funniest guy ever. He has such a specific way of editing, and he's on point with the information. Is that, I don't know, he just makes me laugh all the time. Has a very specific humor.
And he speaks quite fast, like with his accent, French accent, but still he speaks quite fast, and I'm impressed.
I wrote some other ones actually. So you also have them on my last video on YouTube. So I wrote down, there's the Americanka as well.
That's true. She was one of the first people that I found.
So she used to make many videos, and then she stopped because I think she was working somewhere or something, and then she started making them again. But because she lost a lot of not a lot of following, but more like that algorithm, she's not really like on the algorithm's good side. So I feel like people don't really know that she's becoming more active. So she's not being recommended anymore, but she's still there.
Okay, good to know.
She doesn't really speak Serbian that much, but she really talks about like, kind of her perspective and comparison things and
cultural things.
Hola, Serbia.
That's true.
Really
I like every post that they do on Instagram as well. All of these people mostly have Instagram accounts and very active, and Može Kafa podcast always likes their posts.
And he, the same way as Liz, incredible filmmaker, incredible way how he shows or like the information and packs everything together. And also he speaks Serbian pretty well. So he's from Chile, right? What's his name though? Do you know?
I can't remember. No.
Hola, Serbia. Let me check.
And it's very positive, and
I don't know.
He's happy with discovering.
So overall very positive. Again, brings a very like a slightly different perspective. They're all like traveling and like showing you Serbia, and I'm like, I want to explore Serbia now. So I think really, really cool people. I also added there's this girl, Russian Vagabond.
Yes, I know her too.
again, doesn't really speak Serbian that much, but tells you a lot, like different Serbian, like kind of experience, her experience in Serbia and how it is different from other places.
Yeah.
There's a Belgrade Beat. He's actually quite popular. I don't really watch his videos that much, but he did like a lot of collaborations with other people speaking in Serbian. Very impressive.
Belgrade, what was the name again?
Belgrade Beat.
Beat. Okay. Before we continue with the show, here's a quick reminder. This podcast is free for everyone and supported by listeners like you. We hope that this podcast is useful and convenient to you. This is a labor of love for both of us. To help us continue creating useful content for everyone, we will appreciate your help. If you have the means, you can support us in different ways. You may just go to buymeacoffee.com/Može Kafa podcast and send us some cups of coffee. You may also become a member of our show on patreon.com/Može Kafa podcast and get extra benefits like bonus content, full transcripts of the show in Serbian, or even join us on the show. We rely on your support to help everyone more in learning Serbian language and culture. Thanks for joining us today, and now let's get back to our episode.
I wrote down some other ones. Oh, one of my favorites, because they are in Zrenjanin, is Black and Ginger.
Black and Ginger.
Yeah. Oh, you don't follow them. Oh, it's just my own world. So they're basically, she's from Zrenjanin. She's Ginger. She's a redhead. So, and he is from, oh my God, which country is he from? I'm going to be so ignorant. Somewhere from
Nigeria.
I found Yeah. I was thinking he's like not a French speaking because he doesn't have a French accent.
I don't subscribe, but I watched their videos. Now when I saw it, 5 things you never knew about Serbia.
Oh, that was a popular one. Yeah.
He's
such a happy guy. I really like his mood and the way, like the life he created in Serbia. They have a little kid. Her name is Frida. So I saw him once and I said hi to him, and he was so nice and shy about it. And I just like I just like everything about them. Pretty cool. Also cool to see someone who's living in your hometown and you're experiencing the hometown from their perspective. So that's really cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
All of them are like so different from each other, but they're all positive and they're very useful.
Yeah. And of course, there's a lot of couples, like as I said, Black and Ginger, and some of the couples, actually we had some of them, one couple here. We have a lot to talk about, podcasts, right? They're also on YouTube. And I hope they're going to plan on making more YouTube videos together, like actual YouTube videos, not podcast videos. So they're Aki, actually, no, Aki is someone else, sorry. I thought that's how she
It's my name, Maki without M.
Yeah, it's Alex. And I'm just thinking of how you say it. I would say Alex. That's why I'm like trying to say it in the Serbian way.
Rob and Alex, you want to say?
Rob and Alex, yeah. I'm just thinking of, do I say it in like Rob y Alex or Rob and Alex? That's what I was trying to say. And they talk about everything and anything. And because they're,
a couple.
They're a couple from different, she's from the US, he's from Serbia. Obviously to talk about like differences in their culture and everything.
Yeah, that's a fun one. Yes.
Yeah.
Right now, Serbian YouTubers.
So this is where I have an issue with. To be honest, I haven't really spent a lot of time trying to search for Serbian YouTubers, but I feel like there's just not a lot offered. And if prove me wrong, please send me some Serbian YouTubers and I'll gladly say I'm wrong. But I was searching a bit and I just couldn't find anything, like I couldn't really find a lot of like different options. So I could find like guys that are just doing like stupid things and swearing, which is interesting for some people. I'm not saying that it's bad, but it's just for like maybe more younger people, or like I find girls that are incredibly young or they are very much into beauty. So which makes sense because these are like very viral things. People who play video games, you know, or doing some experiments or doing some pranks, and beauty YouTube live like area. These are really like big. So I totally understand that. So I found it very difficult to kind of recommend certain things because I feel like I would be going into these like kind of stereotypes. I still wrote down some things.
Okay.
And so the first one that I wrote down is that was slightly different from everything that I've seen is Jovan Dašić. And he's actually, I love his style of filming. He has a very unconventional style of filming, and it's not this like pure vlog and, you know, just recording yourself, but he's doing a lot. He's actually like repairing motorbikes, as far as I could understand.
Like, and he's sharing his hobby, how he does that.
So he's like driving them, repairing, and he's all about like this moto life, you know, motorbike life. So I found that was quite different. And that would be definitely something I would, and I'm not really into that much, but just because of the creativity behind it, I would say I like that. Then the second one was, let me check what this one was.
Balkan Tech.
But
music?
No, it's about technology actually. Very Balkan Tech, very nice videos, clear, and like talks a lot about technology and like some innovative stuff and very up to date. So I really liked these kind of, and these are also very viral videos nowadays. So then I found this guy. Actually, I would sometimes see him on Instagram or on some like random Serbian Instagram suggested whatever post. Nikola Damovic. And he makes really funny videos, like really trashy, funny videos, but it's just genuinely really funny. And he kind of reenacts situations in Serbia, like situation like when you get your final grades in Serbian schools, situation where you when you go to your relatives and then you're the kid and your mom is being, you know, just the mom, like, you know, that typical Serbian mom and stuff like that. So the situation when you go to the wedding and you see different types of people, that you see how they dance and so on. It's just
him when you described. Yes, I tried to watch.
Really funny videos. Maybe, I mean, for certain also younger public, but I feel like anyone can relate. I mean, not anyone, Serbians, so definitely a lot. But like I can relate as well because I know how it was when I was younger. I know how it was in Serbia when I would like experience these things. And then I one more. Yeah, I found her Tatjana Bella or Bela. I don't know because it can mean beautiful, Bella, right? But it can mean wide, Bela.
Bela, yes, Beograd.
Yeah. And there are many more famous Serbian beauty vloggers, bloggers, whatever. But I chose her because, I just felt like she had her own kind of style of creating videos and topics and so on. And I loved also how she spoke clearly. And I think that's really important because you will see a lot of Serbian people, we slur sometimes when we speak, me included, very fast. And so it's really good when you can find people who really speak slowly and properly.
Okay. And I also want to add something about Serbian. So we are also like following them. They're following us, podcast.rs. So what they have is mostly podcasters, of course, but those podcasters have YouTube accounts like us. So, for example, Agelast is one of them. Do you know?
No.
Age Last, maybe, but I'm reading it as if it's Serbian.
Agelast. Okay, what is it about?
They have 42,000 followers on Instagram. Yeah, they are very famous. They do interviews with people from different fields. Actually, it was one of their interviews with this guy who acted in Casa del Papel, the Serbian guy. And they
Oh, there's
put
a
the
Serbian guy.
Serbian English subtitle, and they did it in Serbian. So that's why I started following them.
Cool.
And they have YouTube account, and they speak like advanced level, of course, but still it's useful. Not all of them have English subtitles, but that's also very beautiful
I didn't know
account.
there was a Serbian guy in Casa de Papel.
You didn't know that
Cool.
as well? Okay.
I didn't watch the
Stop.
series.
Huh,
I
okay.
I know about it. I know it's very popular, but because I think I didn't watch it because I watched one. I think it was Elite or something like that, and then I was like, one that's a Spanish series as well.
Mhm.
And then I was kind of like, I was like, okay, for a while I don't want to watch Spanish series because like, I feel like it's a very similar kind of style. But I'll
Mhm.
definitely check out.
Okay.
Yeah, check it out.
The last or age last. I don't know how they
I
call.
don't know. What does he say? Do you know? Do you
I
know?
don't. I haven't paid attention to that actually.
Okay. And then the last thing that I want to mention is that we do have actually some celebrities that are online. I think we had a way more, but now when I was searching, I was like, oh, I don't see them now. But yeah, there's this one singer. You
Mhm.
should know about her, Maria Sherifovic.
Of course.
Mm. Molitva.
Oh,
Something now I forgot. That's a
mhm.
song we won with on
That's
Eurovision.
true. That's true. The name is that one. That's true.
Incredible voice, incredible voice. She is such a character. She's tiny. I mean, I don't want this is not tiny, but she looks very short. And she's a bit like chunky, and
Mhm.
she has like short hair, and she's not hetero. So this is already controversial in Serbia. I think actually
Yeah,
didn't
that's
even.
true.
She looks like she's not like
A straight
what did I
person.
say? A straight person. I was thinking like, did I say yes or was not or is? Yeah, she's not a
Was not.
straight person. So, but still, like queer. Let's say queer, right? But
Mhm.
I don't remember me ever being really curious about if she is or not. Like, you know, you don't really care because she has an amazing voice. And I think only recently I learned that she's interested in women, which was like cool, like who great for her, you know, like that's amazing. But she is there's this one show I don't really follow it, but I see it sometimes on my like Instagram feed with when I watch some funny Serbian things. And
Hmm.
then I realized she's on this show. There's also some other like singers like Jelena Karlausha. And I don't know if you know about her, the blonde one, the Barbie blonde one.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter.
probably I
Very,
saw her. Yeah.
yeah, you must have. She's like very known. And Maria is just fucking hilarious. She's so hilarious. And she has vlogs. She actually has vlogs. She vlogs on the show and everything. And
Wow.
you just this is a very authentic Serbian, like the way she talks, she kind of talks a bit like a guy. She doesn't have this like, yeah. She's like, bro, hey, you know, like, and then she's always cracking some jokes, and it's just like a very hilarious thing. And I love
Yeah.
listening to her. I don't really
Okay. I
follow
will.
her, but whenever I hear her, I'm like, she's funny.
That's great. And probably she doesn't have English subtitles either, right? Or
I think she doesn't. I think
it's
she
just
doesn't.
vlog. Mhm.
This is just normal. Don't even like. If
Yeah.
someone has, it's like.
Yeah.
And then the last
Okay.
one I want to mention is I saw her. I think she's like this new generation, Maria Zezel.
Oh, such
Um,
a hard surname, Zhezhel.
Zezel. I know.
Double J and then Y at the end, Zhezhel.
The cutest little girl. She is a model, actually. And I
Mm.
think she's like a really famous model. She has several YouTube channels because one of them is like for her promotion as a model. I'm guessing one of them is a vlog. One of them I think is like music or something like that. And so she's also quite famous. So if you're on the younger side and you're interested in, and I didn't really watch a lot of her videos, but she seems very down to earth. She doesn't seem like up in the, not air, up in the sky or like in the clouds and being very into herself or whatever. I don't know. Again, but the impression that I got from like a couple of minutes that I watched, she just looks genuinely nice and polite. And
I guess she stopped doing videos though. Like I see that 3 years ago.
Really? But she has many videos though.
So many, yeah.
So many. So
in the cover it says new videos every week, but
yeah, she's probably busy with modeling. But yeah, so even if she like, I don't know, a lot of these people may have stopped, but they still have certain videos from the past. So
including Moje Blue.
Including me. I might come back one day, but for now, let's just take it as it is, as I'm taking
your videos there. I mean, they are very useful.
Yeah, I know. This is the point. This is why I was on YouTube. It just became very difficult continuing with this and having a full-time job. So that's why I kind of decided to focus on the podcast. But definitely, I don't want to take these things down because that's the point. You go back to it and yes. Yeah. Okay. That was it. I hope we helped you.
It's our followers' turn to share whatever we have missed, whoever we have missed. Please share them with us. And then we do another episode with them.
Yeah, I definitely want to start watching Serbian YouTubers, whichever type of channel they have. I'll check them out. So let's go Serbian YouTubers. You can do that.
Yeah. Okay. Hvala ti puno, Ivana.
Hvala tebi. And yeah, prijetno.
Prijetno. Vidimo se.